We're the only ones that never been to Texas.
I forgot we went to Texas.
It was not that long ago. 2-ish years ago, right?
The route that we took pretty much hit all the major stops.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
We missed Houston. Yeah.
Little secrets.
I mean, it's not in Texas.
Plano, Texas.
Yep.
That's all we needed.
Waxahachie. That's not a place. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Sure. Waxahachie? Is that what you said?
I think most people call it. No, I think they usually pronounce it Waco, but
Okay.
That's
That's that dialect. I don't know.
Waxahachie is like something you do in the bathroom with some tissues and some lotion.
You murdering?
Cleaning up murder with lotion? I'm not really sure what kind of murder
get
you're
it.
I mean, Buffalo, was it Bob or Bill
Buffalo
or whatever?
Bill.
Yeah, he lotioned them up before the murdering. So
Fair. He liked
I
the
guess
soft skin.
he made them lotion themselves. He
Yeah.
didn't want his hands dirty.
He didn't want to put the
smart.
lotion on their skin. He wanted them to do it themselves. Yep.
Yeah.
I only knew about that because of Joe Dirt, actually.
Well, yeah, that's the one. So there's Buffalo Bill and Buffalo Bob, and I don't remember which one it is.
I think
Joe
I think Bill was the real one. I think Bob was the Joe Dirt one. I don't remember.
Yeah, Bills and Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just not my thing. I've never seen Silence of the Lambs, so I got nothing for you there.
It's real
It's
good.
pretty good. He never says hello, Clarice.
That's a Mandela effect thing or what?
Yeah.
Wow. You're on this Mandela effect thing, man. It's 2 weeks in a row you blew my load. I mean,
I don't know. Only Square Enix is doing that. Only them.
they're trying to real hard. Did you watch the Mandela effect eat hot wings? Is that where you learned all this stuff? Did they make a face like Shaq did?
Like he's dead.
Oh.
So they could have exhumed him for some hot wings, but I feel like the interview would have been pretty one-sided.
One person.
And like
leftover hot wings.
that episode, I don't know how they would have got him to eat the hot wings.
They might accidentally catch him on fire if they're too hot.
But I mean, the whole thing about the Mandela's effect is they thought he died earlier than he really did.
Right.
Yeah. So
fucking
so
weird.
He died twice.
It's a great way to live. Dying twice.
Yeah.
Shadows die twice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's edition of the Level Up Show podcast. I, of course, am your host. I am Derek Vance. Hello. Welcome to episode 195th. It is beginning with some weird conversation. I apologize. Hot wings are a thing around here. Joining me as always, it is Ryan and Ralph, the two masters of none. How are you, gentlemen?
Just dandy.
I was at Buffalo Wild Wings not too long ago, and I chose not to eat any hot wings.
What did you get instead? A wrap?
I got a buffalo chicken sandwich.
Oh, right on. How was that? I've only eaten Buffalo Wild Wings. I've only eaten wings and fries, obviously. But
well, I didn't realize this at the time, but like we go during, like I've been there a few times during lunch, and I get the same thing every time, and it takes fucking forever.
Sure.
And I think it's because I'm not ordering wings. I'm the only one not
the
ordering wings.
The wings are like ready to go. You know what I'm saying? They actually have to take time to cook your food. The wings are like 4 days old.
The thing is, like, they don't bring out the wings until my food is done.
Oh, that's fucked.
But they should bring out the wings immediately, and then it wouldn't take as long.
So you're being a dick, basically.
Yeah. So that's why, like, every time I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings, it's taken forever. And it's because I don't order wings because I don't like wings.
Buffalo chicken sandwich apologist.
Do you not like bone-in wings or boneless wings?
I would definitely, if I was going to get wings, I would get boneless wings. But I don't like the concept of, like, I'm pretty much eating a chicken nugget if I do that.
Sure.
So I'm just like, I'm not going to a restaurant to eat chicken nuggets.
I ate chicken nuggets for lunch today. What are you trying to say?
I'll go to a fast food place to eat chicken nuggets, but I'm not going to go to like a sit-down restaurant to eat chicken nuggets.
They're a lot better than fast food chicken nuggets. I'd go boneless. I don't like touching them.
I love the bone-in wings. You get way more meat. I'm all about my meat. But
I should ask them if they got vegan nuggets for me or vegan wings.
Not yet. They probably tell you to go fuck yourself, actually.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah, that's policy.
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings apologist over here.
I don't even know what those would taste like. What do you think? You think a vegan wing would taste all right?
Tofu.
Probably just be like, it'd just be filled with bean.
I can't remember what I heard. Somebody like
bean wing.
can't remember what I heard last night, but so I was watching something and somebody referred to tofu as tofu flavored tofu.
The Grudge too.
Maybe it could have been. It very well could have been. But no, that would have been last night. I think that would have been the night before.
Oh shit! Sorry,
And
I get your movie nights mixed up.
yeah, Grudge 2, not good.
What a surprise! Hot take.
So I thought the Grudge, the original Grudge, not the original, the American, the Grudge was bad. And then I watched the second one and I was like, holy shit, the Grudge is way better than this. It's actually an okay movie. So
Gotta bring down those expectations a little bit, pal.
yeah, it had a really fancy intro though, so I guess maybe that's where they spent all the money. I don't know.
Must have been what it
A
was.
lot of black hair in the intro.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I've
Yeah.
got. I'm losing it slowly. Ralph, what have you been up to, man? What how's life on the outside of the world?
I live at 1/4 mile at a time. No, it's all right.
You're not supposed to race those cars, are you?
Mail trucks.
I don't think you can.
I mowed the yard earlier.
How was that?
It was very fine.
Is
Glad
it-
it's over.
Is it chilly out down there? It's like 40 degrees here.
It's like
Yeah.
mid 50s, low 50s.
That's not
Do you have a riding lawnmower?
Hell no.
I was gonna say, is that what you're doing for your 1/4 miles or no?
It takes an hour to
Yeah.
go 1/4 mile. But
Bobby Boucher style, yeah.
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 We mowed. I had to mow the lawn on Sunday, so I feel your pain. I had to mow front and back. I had to make sure the carpets match the drapes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I did I know you guys don't like Kingpin, but I did learn that you're not supposed to mow another guy's lawn from Kingpin. So I don't know.
Well, you should tell my
unless you
neighbor
ask.
that.
Oh,
Oh,
did he mow your lawn once?
Last year, the guy who lives a couple houses away, he's like a retired guy. Must
Yeah.
have got sick of seeing our shit get tall because he came and mowed it.
Nice.
And
uh,
felt weird about it ever since.
better him than the city, but yeah.
Well, it wasn't that tall. Like, it was not that bad. He just-
It wasn't waist high yet.
No, it was like dick high.
Pretty good.
It's different for some people.
It is. Listen,
Yeah.
Dick what was it? Dick Duke Sploosh? I don't remember.
Well, I mean, maybe maybe it was too high for him because his measurement was different. So
Yeah, it's. I guess the older you get, you can't
Yeah.
have your grass as tall. So I
The lower it
Yeah.
hangs.
yeah, yep.
You gotta keep it trimmed tight.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh fuck. Speaking of keeping things tight, why don't we move along in the actual show portion of everything? Ralph, you have some news for us.
I got a little bit. Hit that news music. There it
Is
went.
breaking.
There's the news music. There it is, and there it goes.
Breaking news. I don't know when this happened. Was breaking into this podcast. Derek, I got
Hello.
news for you.
Ooh, yay.
And Ryan, I guess. But
I like
Derek,
I like news.
Apex Legends is coming into mobile.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Fuck
both
yeah.
iPhone and Android.
Probably just Android
Uh,
first.
Probably just flip phones for now. I don't know.
Just BlackBerry.
Is it a snake version of Apex Legends?
I would play that.
Each snake has a different ult, yeah.
Yeah, and man, I don't know. I don't.
I don't know how a Snake Battle Royale would do, but
I'd play it.
There's some game on the Switch eShop, because of course there is, called like Caterpillar Royale. So
Okay.
that's close.
Sure.
I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's really good.
Probably like 47 cents, yeah.
Probably. There's a lot of sales going on right now.
Nice.
Yeah, they don't know when, or they haven't announced when, but that's the plan. Get Apex Legends on mobile because money.
I'd be excited about that. I wouldn't play. I don't play shit on my phone, but I would be excited about that. Apex is still fantastic. I played that until like 1:30 in the morning last night. So I still can't not play it. It's still real good.
Well, game of the year. So
Season 2 coming soon, I think. I don't know about game of the year. I think I might have tempered my expectations for game of the year, but it's definitely a solid 2.
out of
yeah.
10.
Well, you want your twos to be solid, yeah.
I haven't had a solid 2 in 48 hours, so I don't know what that means.
Oh man.
It's been a bad time in the Vance household.
Speaking, no, this has nothing to do with that.
Diarrhea. What else you got?
Some games were inducted into the Strong Museum of Play's National Video Game Hall of Fame.
I
We got
didn't even know that was a thing.
4. I think it. They've been doing it for a few years, if I remember right. So
Right
I don't think there's a ton in there yet.
Sure.
Want to hear what just got announced?
Yep. Are any of them on our greatest games of all time list?
I would say one is. I don't. One of them is probably Ryan's favorite game of all time.
Okay. So Solitaire got inducted.
Microsoft Solitaire.
Yeah.
That is kind of weird. Like
That
a
is
solitaire game.
Because it's not originally a video game.
Yeah.
But it's
Still
I do love
revolutionary.
Klondike Solitaire.
this says Microsoft Solitaire.
Oh.
So has been played by over 1 billion people, supposedly.
I can see that, yeah.
I'm not 1 billion people.
1 billion.
You've played 1 billion rounds though.
Another
I don't know, but yeah, I played a lot.
a game I have never heard of. Colossal Cave Adventure.
Oh, what?
Often considered
Hmm.
to be one of the first text-based adventure games, and helped pave the way for the entire adventure genre.
Got it. I thought you were talking about something that I found on Pornhub. Colossal Cave
no.
Adventure.
Perhaps. Was it released in 1976?
Well, the bushes looked like they might have been, so maybe.
Oh gosh. Okay, now a game that is on our top 100 games of all time list.
Yes.
That is Super Mario Kart.
That is a great game.
I claimed that was the best one, but apparently
You were wrong, but it is. You were.
No, it can be the best one to you. It's the best one to this Hall of Fame.
Mario Kart apologist.
How long do you have to wait for it to be eligible? For the Hall of Fame?
What's your eligibility frame?
Yeah, like can
Oh,
Terrell
no.
Owens make it into this Hall of Fame?
Perhaps. The other game is the first Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm down with that.
I need to look this up and see.
is that the newest game in the Hall of Fame?
Well, all these are. These were all announced at the same time.
But I meant like newest as in
Like
new
later.
game
Oh,
released,
yeah.
Yeah, I guess it came out after Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, first
It
Mortal
would've been
Kombat was
close.
94,
I think it was
95.
92 or
Oh,
Because I'm wondering how they're
3.
Mario Kart was 90s, early 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was either 92 or 3 also. So I think Mortal Kombat 2 was 94. Okay, here,
1, 2.
I could hit you with all the
Mortal
games
Kombat. Hit me,
if you want. There's not a ton. The newest one though is probably Grand Theft Auto 3, it looks like. Real quick, we got Donkey Kong,
Yep. good
Doom,
one. Okay.
Final Fantasy 7.
Okay.
Well, I guess it'd be older than Grand Theft Auto 3. Grand Theft Auto 3, Halo,
Oh no.
Fine.
John
Fine.
Madden Football. That must be the
Yes.
very first one. or all of
Beginning.
them.
Yeah.
No, hold on. I don't think Grand Theft Auto 3. I don't know. We'll get there. Legend of Zelda, Oregon Trail,
Yeah.
Pac-Man, Pokemon Red and Green.
Wow.
That's kind of weird. So what did Red and Blue were the
It
first?
was.
Whatever.
Or-
Pong, The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, Space Invaders, Space War. I don't know what that is. Street Fighter 2, Super Mario Brothers, Tetris, Tomb Raider, World of Warcraft. Is World of Warcraft newer than?
World of Warcraft was like
Wait,
early 2000s.
it was you're talking about the MMO or MMO, that one?
Yeah, that would have
It was
been newer
2005.
than. So
Yeah.
that was the newest game. It looks like.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
so that's why it's kind of confusing. Like, couldn't they just put do they have like a limit of how many they can put at any given time? Because
Yeah,
if
I
you're
think
starting the
so.
Hall of Fame now, they could just put hundreds of games on there immediately.
Yeah. It must be.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean-
there must be like 4 at a time. You said, right?
There's 4 this time, so probably. I think they've only been doing it for 4 or 5 years.
How do people vote for this? Do you know? Have you looked into it?
I have no idea.
I wonder if it's like a fan thing, or if they just decide who it is. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know,
Oh,
but
If you ever see them put prototype on there, you know they meant Infamous.
They meant Infamous the whole time. Yeah. Now he gets it,
Oh,
ladies
man.
and gentlemen. Now he gets it.
no,
When Rage
None of us
2
get
gets
it.
put, never mind.
that's already on there. Yeah.
What else?
Yeah, they preemptively put that on there. They knew.
They knew.
They called it Doom. Yep.
Yep.
See, they knew. They
Yeah.
knew.
They put Rage 2, Doom Eternal. That's what
Yeah. Doom Forever with the 4 in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it would be the third one. Yep.
I guess I don't have this on my news list because that's all the news I had. But Ghost Recon, Breaking Point. What's it called?
Breakpoint.
Breakpoint just got announced today.
You can hear me yawning about it already.
Sequel to Wildlands.
Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah, direct sequel to Wildlands. Still has John Bernthal as the bad guy, and apparently Bernthal was in Wildlands
No
as
idea.
like as a secondary character somewhere. Apparently, he goes back. He's the bad guy. I didn't play Wildlands, so I don't. Did I play Wildlands?
Is he made of cocaine?
I thought you played Wildlands.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I might have played. I feel like I played it for a little bit, but I don't think I played it very long. I might have rented it or something. I don't know. I didn't like. I don't think I liked it if I played it because I don't remember.
Does this look like the same gameplay?
No, yeah. I mean, it all looks like the same fucking goddamn gameplay. It's a Tom Clancy game. They all look the fucking same.
Who's Colby Walker? Apparently, he's
Colby Walker or Colby Walker.
The Diesel Walker.
It might be. This, I mean, the way that this gameplay looked to me was just Wildlands, but better surroundings, I guess. I don't know. Apparently, they are going to some place called Aura. I don't know. It looks like Aurora without the extra O. But it's like a weird continent or state country thing, and it has like these vast greenery areas and these great big fields, and there's a swamp and there's a frozen area. Like, it looks ridiculous because there's just all these different possible places for you to go. It looks like they're pushing a lot more on the stealth than they were the first time. And I know that's a bad word for me and definitely a bad word for Ralph. I know, Ryan, you don't mind the stealth, but they're definitely pushing more on the stealth element, where in the trailer it shows you like covering yourself in mud and going prone and really just digging into covering yourself up and covering up the tracks. The whole premise of this game was you are the one being hunted versus being the one hunting people down. They're hunting after you to kill you. So you have to play it a lot more stealthy, which does not do anything for me at all. Also, I just didn't think the gameplay footage they showed, that was alpha, granted, but again, this game comes out in October, so it's not like it's that far away. I thought that alpha footage did not look very good. The cutscenes look great, but the gameplay itself looked. What's that?
Was anybody that contacted him over the radio, like telling him that it doesn't look like mud, or no?
No, it was Sora radioing in saying, "Get off of Pooh's muddy path."
You smell like shit, guy. Get out of there quick.
Yeah,
I mean,
it smell you before you can get their cocaine.
It all looks the same. I mean, this is very much just hey, these bad guys took over this island where they make drones and different robots, and you have to now stop them while they hunt you down to kill you. And it's a fucking Ghost Recon game, which I always wanted to like those Ghost Recon games. You know, I talked a lot about Future Soldier, which I think I ended up getting to play on the PS3, but I really wanted to like Wildlands, and it just didn't feel good because it very much made you want to have to play it 4 players, and I just want to play it by myself. And this looks a lot more the same there, but more stealthy. And I just didn't, like I said, that alpha gameplay footage didn't do anything for me.
Shia LaBeouf plays one of those games in Disturbia. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
Yeah, it's Future Soldier.
Yeah, he mixes some peanut butter and chocolate together.
He does.
Ghost Recon.
A good game.
Scary.
Yeah.
And a good movie. I like Disturbia a lot.
I mean, I don't know. If people who are into this, hopefully it looks up their alley. Like, they'll be pleased by this. But, I mean, none of us are into it, doesn't sound like.
No, I just think a lot of it has to do with they're showing this right before E3, which I think they could have held off on. I don't really know why you needed to show this prior other than to get people
was this Sony's only event?
Pre-ordering. No. This was just Ubisoft showing this.
But didn't they show it at the PlayStation 4 thing?
No, they didn't. I thought that this was what Sony was going to announce, so I wondered if they had to scramble real fast because Ubisoft's like, no, we're going to announce this ourselves. Thanks. I don't know. It just did not look
Maybe it was going to leak. I wanted
Great
to get
to
ahead of
me.
it.
Yeah, I thought I saw
It did
something about
get
it getting
leaked.
leaked yesterday.
Yeah, the day before. I think I looked last night and they're like, it's like, oh, Breakpoint.
Hmm.
The
Is
name
there
was
a-
up there. The premise, I
Nope.
don't think was right.
No
Walmart
Point
in
Break.
Canada or whatever.
What's that?
Probably.
Walmart in Canada leaking.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It could have been.
It's like
I
a
did-
black box with Arial font that says
Mhm.
Breakpoint.
Mhm.
Did you find your Breakpoint? Yeah.
Point Break. They need a game about Point Break.
Oh no. Well, the actress is dead. And
He won't watch the trailer for that either.
Which
fine.
you think, like updated president faces or no? Is that the one where they robbed the bank with the president mask?
Yeah, I've never actually seen it, but I think I own it. I know about it from Family Guy,
Yeah.
basically.
I don't know anything about Point Break.
It's pretty good. Pretty good movie. Got a young Keanu in it.
I love
Yeah.
me some Keanu.
Yeah.
What else got announced? Final Fantasy's getting a remake. That Seven that finally got announced.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game that they've been showing us since the launch of the PS3 is finally closer to reality than ever before. AKA when the PS3 launched, 2006.
It's now Xbox original exclusive.
It's coming to the Switch only.
Yeah.
PlayStation had their State of Play, which is basically their version of the Nintendo Direct, and it was 15 minutes long, 23 minutes long, something like that. It was very short. They led with showing off the big new Monster Hunter expansion called Iceborne, which looked pretty fucking cool, but I don't want to play that game. But the trailer looked really neat. And for people that want to play more Monster Hunter, there's a lot more coming, apparently. Really big, massive expansion. A lot of snow-covered territory, which you know how my feelings are with snow. It's me a Roner.
Is it in Texas?
It might have been in plain old Texas. Yep, it might have been. I don't know. The way people were talking, it sounded like it might have been right up a Little Secrets alley.
Well, the monsters are bigger in Texas.
That's very true. Yeah. It's the only place they're bigger in.
Secrets are bigger too, even though.
Right. Yeah. The littler the secrets, the bigger the lies. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, thighs.
They also thighs especially. They showed off some. They called it a dungeon crawler game. I don't remember
Diablo.
what it was called.
Yep,
Nope,
heard
it's
of it.
really 8-bit blocky looking thing. I don't know. It looked a lot like that other game I tried to talk about 2 weeks ago, and you told me what it was called. 8-bit Heroes, 8-bit something.
MLB The Show.
No, Ryan, what was it?
What? You're talking about King Griffey? You're talking about King Griffey Jr.?
No.
That
Are you
PS3 game. I forgot. I always forget what it's called too.
It was
3D Dot Game Heroes.
3D Game Heroes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
I
the one.
remember talking about King Griffey Jr. and 8-bit stuff.
Yeah, that was the thing too. Let me see if I can find what this thing was fucking called.
Amazing if they snuck that into
River Bond is what it was called. However, it has different characters that you can be in this game, like Shovel Knight and Raz from Psychonauts. It also showed one of the little kids from Bastion, as well as somebody else that I can't remember. But I don't know. It looked kind of. It's very 8-bit dungeon crawler-y stuff with co-op business happening.
Sounds all right.
Yeah, it was fine. They went right into that to a Predator game called Predator Hunting Ground, but they didn't show a whole lot from there.
Should call it Catch a Predator.
It's very possible they do. I'm pretty sure this thing was like 30 seconds long. It didn't look great. Then they showed a game called Away, the survival series. It showed you as I think
Not Survivor Series.
No, survival series. I looked like you were I don't know, a flying squirrel of some sort or a lemur. Or, I don't know. You were jumping through trees.
Have that trademarked and copyrighted. You can't.
Yeah, Vince does. And it looked very gorgeous as far as like the trees and the world itself, and you know the water and all that stuff looked really good, but I didn't really understand what you were doing. It's supposedly, like I said, just you're trying to survive nature and not get eaten by a vulture or get killed by anything out in the world. So I don't, it looked weird. It looked like an Animal Planet style game, which was strange. I thought they were going to announce it was PSVR, but it's not. They didn't, or at least they didn't say it was. But very different, I would say.
PSVR.
They didn't show anything PSVR this time around. Last time it was all PSVR, so that's good. Then they showed Medieval, which looks good. I want to play Medieval again, so I'm into that. October 23rd is when that's coming out. If you guys are into that, I know Ryan is into that.
Yeah,
he told me he watched the trailer for that, but couldn't, bother doing the other thing I asked him to do.
yeah. There's no cocaine in that trailer.
It's fine. There's no cocaine in that other trailer. They're out of Bolivia or wherever the fuck they were.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah, they're done. I told you it was to some new place called Aura or something.
So
Oral.
all the cocaine. Or...
They snorted all the cocaine and moved on. Yeah, now it's
I
all,
guess that's one way to solve the problem. You just
now it's all snow. Yeah, now it's all snow. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then they showed off for some reason they showed off a console that they're going to release during E3, but they just called it during their days of play, which I assume is what they're going to call their E3 business. It's Gunmetal. What?
Oh, the special. Okay.
Special edition PS4 they showed off, which was fucking whatever. And then the big thing they showed off was another trailer for the Final Fantasy VII remake that they have, like I said, showed off the first trailer for that in 2015.
Is there any dialogue? Just
yeah. Oh yeah, lots of dialogue. No, like actual voice acting from Barrett and
English acting.
Yes, like English voice acting. Fucking watch the trailer, goddammit. It's fun.
Barrett sound.
Barrett sounded good. You hear Tifa talks, Eris talks, Cloud talks, Sephiroth talks, like a bunch of people talk.
But did you hear anybody that sounded like Troy Baker?
They all sounded like Troy Baker. It was literally all voiced by Troy Baker.
Okay.
I meant to say I watched Troy Baker announce this trailer is what I did. The thing about this game, and Ralph, I appreciate that you watched the trailer for this. It definitely looks not quite the turn-based game that we were expecting, or maybe even the episodic game they talked about making 4 years ago, which is very possible. I mean, they made a lot of changes when they did Versus 13 and turned that into 15. So we could see that being a big change of, hey, it's going to be episodic, to, hey, you know what? No, we're going to do a full game. Ryan looked up earlier, 7 originally is like 40-ish hours to beat. So I see this becoming more of a, hey, we use the tech from Final Fantasy 15, and that's what the 7 remake is, because it went from what looked to be a turn-based style in that 2015 trailer to very button mashy Final Fantasy 15 combat in this new trailer.
Button holdy mostly.
Or button holdy. Yeah.
I think.
But who knows what it's going to turn out to be. I don't know. Then they didn't make any hints at all. Like maybe episode 1 was coming out this year.
They said more to come in June.
Okay,
so the game comes out in June.
Square Enix. Yeah. I mean, for all we know, it might.
If it doesn't come out this year, then it's got to be PlayStation 5, right?
I have a feeling it's a PS5 game anyway. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't see why it wouldn't be, but it'd be a good way to lead off a console to be like, hey, here's this 7 remake you guys have wanted since 2006, but we're going to fuck it up because we don't know what else to do. Because we could have just left it alone, but, you all kept crying, so here it is.
I don't even care if they butcher it. I'll still play it. It'll be interesting to watch.
Didn't Square take Sony's E3 spot?
Yeah, they took that Monday night slot.
So they're probably going to be showing a lot of this, wouldn't you think?
I would expect them to show. Honestly, with the way this game looked pretty polished in the English voice acting, it made me think that this game is coming out this year. But at the same time, knowing how Square is with their release dates, I don't fucking know, man.
English voice acting is pretty surprising that they got that going.
Yeah,
British or what?
No, I mean it sounded like normal English voice actors.
Well, normally what they'll do, like to cut corners, is they'll do like British voice acting and then release the British stuff in Europe and the US. That way they don't have to localize.
No,
both.
It was very, very vocalized, very English vocalization. And like I said, I don't know. It just, I would like to say that they're going to lean in heavily into this, especially with, I mean, it's not like they're going to release another Quiet Man this year and have us all excited, but I could see this maybe being a holiday release, but if they do episodic, maybe they do episode 1 in June at E3. Like, hey, the first 10 hours of this, 4-episode thing is available.
Whoa.
And that's what we get.
Just four episodes?
I mean,
It's going to be like 25 episodes, like an hour each.
Yeah, the article I read said that they're actually adding extra content. So the game is going to be potentially longer than the original, I think. I don't know.
I fully expect to see more of this at E3. I just don't know how much more. But
yeah, I guess I don't know what else Square would be showing unless they're just revealing something. Because, so that's like a Monday night. Is that the time slot?
Yeah, I think it's Monday night at 7 or 8.
So I think they'd have some kind of banger situation going on, but I don't know.
Yeah, some kind of prime game to show off. And I mean, the 7 remake is like one of the bigger games that people have been waiting for a while. And I don't know what else Square Enix would be cooking up, really. More Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, nope. Not this decade.
Kingdom Hearts 4, yeah.
I guess next year's a new decade.
That's true. We're almost there. But anyway, that was the State of Play, which I still hate that name.
It's really dumb. State of Decay is a better name.
Really bad. That's basically what it is. So, I don't know.
It's not working.
Podcast is not working.
Podcast isn't working. That's it. What else you got for news there, Ralpheus?
I got no other news.
Right on. Well, why don't you tell me about what you have been playing then while we wait for Ryan to do what it is he's doing, fixing things.
I don't always do it. Played some more Sushi Striker quite a bit.
Still liking that?
I do. I like that game. It's pretty fun. I still don't really know if I'm good at
what you're doing, but you like what you're doing?
Yeah, it's fun to play. I don't know.
You're clearing lines and you're beating levels.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting I'm passing levels. Like, I've never gotten anything worse than a B grade. It goes, I don't know what's below B, but above it is A and an S, and then you get like Rainbow S. What the fuck that is?
Rainbow S sounds hot.
That's the best one. So like you can play a level, and like I'll get like a B on it or whatever, and then I'll play a few more levels, then come back to that level I got a B on, and if you put on, it's weird. You can equip items, like you equip this thing called a training belt.
Okay.
And it halves your health, but it makes makes you and all your character things gain more experience and points. So basically, if you're good enough, put that belt on, go play that level again. So whatever you got a B on before, now you got a Rainbow S. So I don't really know what the point of that is, but it's nice just to see all these Rainbow S's
popping up
on
everywhere.
These levels I've beaten. It's fun. I could see how someone wouldn't be into it, but whatever.
Me, it's fun.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I didn't pay that much for it, so I'm
that's all that matters.
And I also got Mortal Kombat 11.
Yes.
After Derek raved about it last week.
And then you listened to it.
Did you get for Switch?
Certain Jeff Gerstmann.
No, I did not get it for Switch.
It's a smart call to not get it on the Switch.
It's got that stupid thing on the box. I'm pretty sure this says this requires a bunch of shit, a bunch of gigs to download. Like, has that bad thing on the front of the box.
Oh yeah, like, hey, don't buy this unless you have like a 12,000 megabit card.
Yeah, like, why can't they just put down? I mean, I guess I know why they put it on there, but it's annoying.
Yep.
I got on PS4. That game's really fun, and like I still don't think I'm that good at it, which apparently is like every game I play.
I don't think I'm good at that shit, but they make it really easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, you just.
Did you play as Kung Lao?
I did.
Did you throw your hat
at some point? Oh hell yeah, I did.
The fatalities are super easy.
Yeah, I've done a few of them. Like I don't know what chapter I'm on in the story mode. I want to say 5. I don't know how many chapters there are either, but I don't know. Like started out as like Cassie Cage, and then you play as Kung Lao and Liu Kang at some point, and then Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and I'm on Jade right now.
Is Ronda Rousey as bad as everyone says she was?
Oh gosh, it's
Pretty bad.
it's I can't think. It's distracting
How bad it is.
poorly her voice acting is. It's just like wooden as fuck. It's like what could they could have gotten anybody to do that. Like everybody else sounds great.
Sure.
Like, but it's like was she like not
She
did she have the script? I don't know.
She couldn't cut promos in WWE either, though.
I don't understand. Like, you wouldn't think that'd be. I mean, she's been in like a few movies and whatever, and in WWE, so you would think she would have some.
Did she say anything in the Fast and the Furious movie?
A little bit.
She stood there a lot.
She had a few lines, but you would have thought she would have got some acting tips from someone. But I guess maybe she hasn't had to yet.
Well, I mean, she probably got them from Vin Diesel. So.
or Vince McMahon, both of which at this point are bad.
And does she flail her arms a lot when she walks?
Really awful.
Drops the N-bomb sometimes.
Makes up crazy rules to make ratings go up, which makes ratings go down.
Hey man, whatever works.
That's how Vince operates. That's his thing.
XFL.
More about Mortal Kombat 11. Have you played any of the tower stuff or any of the crypt stuff? Do you like the crypt?
The crypt is kind of cool. You're like walking around. You got a hammer you can swing and break stuff and get a minimal amount of coins.
Sure.
Like a chest.
Is there a crypt keeper in that?
Not yet. It's probably Shang Tsung though, because it's his island you're on. It's just bizarre to me. Like I like swinging the hammer and breaking shit, but you'll get like 5 coins out of anything you break. And the lowest amount to open a chest that I've seen was like 2,000. It's like there's not even enough things to break.
Which you do get a lot from playing the game normally, right?
Yeah, you definitely do. So I mean, I don't really know why they even let you break shit with the hammer, but
because it's fun.
I mean, it's cool. It's there.
Is it first person perspective when you're doing that, or what is it?
It's third person. Yeah, I think
that's what I think is the coolest part about it because it used to be first person.
Yeah, I think you're playing as the guy in Mortal Kombat Armageddon and that story mode thing.
Man, it's been forever. I guess I didn't have Armageddon. I had Deception.
Deception's real good.
I don't know if that's the right guy, but it looks like him. I mean, Armageddon's good too. It just they kind of went overboard with too many characters in that one. I feel like, which
Did they have to?
Shouldn't be a problem.
Is Bruce Willis in that one? Or
yeah, he's the guy from Apocalypse.
Yeah,
that PlayStation 1 game. I did some towers. I mean, they've patched that shit, since
launch.
I started playing it. Yeah. So it didn't seem that bad, but I'm still on the tutorial towers. So I haven't got to do much of them yet. I mean, it's like weird with the game. Like I'll just be playing and I'll be like, okay, I'm having a good time, but I'm kind of I feel like I'm good, but then I'll be like, well, maybe I'll check out the crypt. And then I'll get in the crypt and I'll be like opening chests and shit and getting stuff and be like getting customization pieces for characters. I'll be like, well, maybe I'll go to the customization thing and then make my guys look different. Then I'll be like, well, maybe I need to go play with them now that they look different. Right. And then I'll be like, oh, I got more coins. Maybe I should go to the crypt. So
just a vicious circle.
Yeah. So it's a good time.
It looks real pretty though. That game looks real good.
Yeah, it does. Those fatalities
are fucking brutal.
I did like just like the classic arcade tower. I don't remember what it's called, but just like how the arcade game would be, you'd fight so many opponents.
Like a novice tower is like 5 or 6 people.
Yeah, and then like you fight Kronika, and who's the final boss, and then you get like for whoever, different cutscenes.
I did the Sub-Zero one, and I was like, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I did Noob Saibot. And Kronika, kept beating my ass at first, and her fatality was ridiculous.
I haven't seen it.
So she could control time.
Right.
I thought her name was Chronica forever, but they say Kronika all the time.
I've been saying Chronica forever because it sounds funnier.
Well, it's a better name. I don't know what the hell Kronika is supposed to mean. But she'll like cut you in half, and you're like cut in half, and then she'll rewind time and put you back together. Then she'll like do something else, split you in half a different way, rewind time, put you back together. Then she does something else where all your skin goes flying off, rewinds time, puts you back together. She's
Just
like,
a fucking, just a painful motherfucker.
yeah, it's pretty good.
It's good time.
Yeah, that's all I've played though.
If she rewinds time, then you only remember whatever she does last, right?
I don't. We don't talk about it making any sense because there's some guy in there named Garrus or Garrus. I don't know what his name is.
I think it's Garrus.
He's pretty cool. He's got some time stuff too. Because they like
her minion or something.
Yeah, they straight up cut off his head at one point. He rewinds time and puts it back on. It's like, what's even happening? But,
it doesn't matter. It's fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The plot's almost interesting so far. We're getting there.
I always like those games for the story mode just because of how ridiculous they are.
No, I mean, I like how they let you play as different characters because I don't know any other fighting game, quote unquote, story mode that even lets you pick more than one character.
Didn't they try to do that with the Marvel one, but it failed? At Marvel vs. Capcom one.
I didn't play Marvel vs.
The last one?
Yeah, the one that didn't review that well.
I never played that one.
Because I thought they were trying to do something special with the story for that one, and it didn't go over very well.
I thought about picking it up. It's probably dirt cheap now, but I don't know. I'm more of a Mortal Kombat guy because I feel like the moves are easier for me to handle for some reason. But
they're definitely easier. Definitely easier. That's all you played,
yeah.
Ralph?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Ryan, why don't you tell me what you have been playing?
Finished Days Gone. Done with that. I did find out though. I did. But like it's kind of weird because most games that you platinum, you usually got to do like all the pretty much everything, but you don't have to do everything to platinum this one. Like
That's
open
good.
world. So, but there was one collectible though that I wish I would have tracked them all down. There's like some Nero Intel stuff, and I guess if you track all them down, you get a craft the original stun gun from Siphon Filter. So then you could use that the Siphon Filter stun gun on enemies. And what was cool about the original Siphon Filter stun gun is if you hold it for long enough, the enemy catches on fire. So
why is that in there?
I think it's like for the original Siphon Filter or for this one.
Well, I'm saying like in Days Gone, why is it there?
Because the Days Gone people made Siphon Filter.
Oh, okay. Ben, I guess we talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
But,
so that was pretty cool. I wish I would have done that, but I already deleted it, so I'm not going to reinstall it just to do that.
Not enough room on the PlayStation. Got to get it out of there.
Well, yeah, I did run out of room not too long ago, so I usually when I finish a game, I'll delete it, but some of them I still have on there.
Well, especially if you platinum it, no reason to really hold on to it.
But yeah, so I was already pretty close to the end the last time, so there wasn't really much left.
Overall, what do you think?
Overall, I think it's still a good game. There are definitely parts of the story that are good and characters that are good, but like overall, the ending wasn't really that great. And they definitely leave it open. Like they could make another one if they wanted to. There's like a weird.
Do you think at this point they want to?
I think so. I think it sold well, at least in Europe. I don't know how it sold here, but my guess is it's going to sell well enough that they could probably make another one.
Sold well in Japan, supposedly. Also.
Yeah, I mean the first Knack got horrible reviews, and they still made a second one. So
that's because Mark Cerny's ridiculous.
But and this one didn't get reviews that were too horrible, so I can't imagine them not making another one if they really want to, unless Sony Ben wants to do something else. But they're not going to make a Siphon Filter game because they ended that series. I think the main character of that series is dead.
Siphon.
Yeah.
Mr. Filter himself.
Yeah.
But what was kind of weird though is like the game ended and there's some extra stories after. There's multiple storylines. There's some storylines that don't get to 100% by you finishing the game. So you have to keep playing. Then eventually you'll get some missions that'll trigger, and it'll be the wrap up for those other storylines after the credits already rolled. And that's where they have like kind of a cliffhanger type thing that could potentially lead to a next game. But so if you just stop playing after the credits, you're not going to see that. So, but I don't know. I would expect them to make another one. If they don't, that'd be kind of crazy. That'd mean they must not know what to do with the sequel. But I'm sure they have ideas. More bikers. What is weird about the game though is like, so at the end, somebody finally drives something other than a motorcycle, but somehow like in wherever they're at, like the vehicle of choice is a motorcycle. After this whole like apocalypse thing happened, you pretty much never see there's tons of cars that are not motorcycles, but for whatever reason, everybody drives a motorcycle.
Because it's cooler.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah.
So out of 74 rainbow buses, see if you can do the scale properly.
I don't know. I'd probably be in the 50s, 56 something.
Sure.
Out of however many, 74 buses.
74 buses, yeah.
Where's the rank on your top 10 of the year?
So like this year has been kind of weak.
Real slow.
I got 6 games. So I need to finish Sekiro, but because I'm sure Sekiro will end up pretty high if I just finish it.
You buckle down and do it.
But it's third on my 3rd out of 6. So you probably guess what number 6 is, but
Resident Evil 2.
No. Oh man,
there.
Yeah, it's Travis Strikes Again.
I forgot about that.
That game's a very interesting game, but not a very good game.
What else do you play besides Days Gone there, sir?
I finished Observer, and I'm kind of surprised you even finished that game. Like, I don't know. That game is so fucking weird.
It's really, I told you it's fucking weird.
Like, I would have been okay with just the whole, like, going, like, the whole detective thing, wandering around, investigating.
But it flips.
And, but then you jack into people's minds.
Yeah.
And all kinds of insane shit happens. Like, that was actually, like, that was where some of the most interesting things happened, but the least fun stuff happens.
It was definitely not fun, but it was crazy as fuck.
Yeah. And then I didn't do it at the end because the guy told me. So, like, there's weird, like, it's kind of hard to follow what was going on. And toward the end, it kind of all comes together really quickly as to what's going on. Right. And I guess your son is not alive. He took the Sean route. And
he wired himself into a computer brain or something.
Well, yeah, then it's potentially not even your son. It could be something pretending to be your son.
For all you know, it's an AI telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah, and it's telling me not to, like, even though did you guys ever watch oh shit, what was that series? It's kind of like an X-Files TV show series.
Sliders.
No. Oh man,
it's not like X-Files at all.
Lone Gunman.
Oh man, I'm not gonna remember what it is.
I mean, the television series.
No, it's had you know Spock. It had Spock in it, and like an alternate universe. Yeah, Leonard Nimoy in an alternate universe, and it had that guy. You know who the guy was in Horizon Zero Dawn? The black guy that helps her out. Nobody.
Ving Rhames.
I'm trying to help you out here. I know who you're talking about, but I don't.
He was like the leader of the FBI in that show.
This In Search of.
Hold on,
In Search of? Was that the show you're talking about?
No. I have the first and second season. I'll go find it real quick.
Hyperspace. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Sounds like Friends.
It's probably Friends. Yeah, it's probably Friends. Oh fuck! How are you, sir?
Oh, I've never been better.
Great.
It's Fringe.
Fringe.
I was close. I said Friends.
He said Friends.
As far as like what the show's about, way off. But starting with an F, yeah, you're close.
Yeah, Fringe is, I forgot he was even in Fringe, but yeah, he was at a reoccurring. He was like the main guy, right? Like running the whole thing.
Which guy?
Yeah, no, but no. Nimoy, wasn't he like one of them?
Oh yeah, you don't even encounter him until like end of like the first season or something,
Right.
because that's when they accidentally go to like the other world.
I watched the first season of Fringe and really liked it, and then never watched any more of it.
Yeah, so that's kind of how like I watched the first 2 seasons and then I was like, that's enough for me.
Yep.
But that's kind of how I am with most shows, though. Like once you get past the second season, unless the show's really good,
it's really tough for me to watch hour-long TV shows, also, though. But anyway.
I only made it through 3 seasons of The Office before I gave up on that.
Oh, God, I love it.
But there's a part in The Fringe where somebody dies and they are able to still talk to this person even though they're dead. They kind of just like hijack into his mind and
like basically reanimate them, right?
Sort of. Like I don't remember how they put it in the show because it's been so long since I've seen it, but that happens in this game too, where technically he's not supposed to do this to people who are dead because unexpected things could happen. This guy, the main character, is like an observer apparently.
Rutger
That's
Hauer.
what he does. He can jack into people's minds and observe things that they did while they were alive. That's kind of how he investigates. So one dude was dying while he was doing it, and he actually got like thrown out of the thing. This is the first person he encountered while it was happening because the person died while he was doing it. Second person he encounters, he has to like override the system to do it because she's dead, and so he jacks into her mind. And like when they're dead, it's really crazy. Like when he goes in there and looks at what they did is just all kind of distorted and weird.
Well, you're like piecing together memories that you don't even know what you're piecing together.
Yeah.
So you have no idea what's going on or what you're trying to look at.
Yeah.
So trying to piece it together makes no fucking sense. Like
when
you're in that when you're in like that apartment complex at the end where you like keep turning you keep turning a corner and it becomes something different. Like they're fighting with each other and it's like, what the fuck is happening, dude? It gets so weird.
Yeah. And it mixes up so since he's the one doing it, stuff from his past gets mixed into it too, just because it's him that's doing the observing.
And I think that's part of why they keep telling him to retire. He's taking that medicine, right? Is because like his shit's going crazy.
I wasn't sure if I could just not take so if you don't take the medicine, you see like things visual stuff looks weird, and I don't know if you can eventually die from not taking it.
I just popped it every now and again. I didn't do it that often.
So I did it every time, like because it's annoying when the visuals started getting weird because he's not taking the pill.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't try to just not take it and see what happens, but because it was so annoying to have the vision all blurred. But and at the end, there's a part where you go to find your kid and you find out he's dead for sure, and he tells you not to go into his mind. And I think you can. I did not go into his mind.
I don't remember if I did or not.
I wonder if the game just ends there if you do that. I don't know. I also deleted this, so I don't know. I should maybe reinstall it and just see what happens. But if you do go into his mind, but then if you don't, there's like some ultimate showdown at the end where you got to choose: is this guy really your kid or not your kid? Or are you going to help him out or not help him out? And so there's for sure 2 different endings. Did you let him join you?
I feel like I did. I feel like I let him come into my brain.
Oh, I rejected him.
Heyo.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah. So, and that's very much kind of like I don't remember as much about, because it's been a long time since I played it, but like there's like kind of a similar decision at the end of Deus Ex that you have to make. But I think there's multiple. I don't think it's just 1 or 2 decisions like that, but it kind of reminded me of that. But yeah, the game's really like bizarre, kind of like I didn't know it was gonna have such like a horror kind of vibe to it, but it does. The gameplay is not great.
It definitely got really crazy.
Yeah, there's parts where you get chased and you're super slow, like incredibly slow. And so and then there's like parts where like you're hiding from stuff, and I didn't realize it the first few times when I was in the cornfields that if you just kneel down and don't move, they don't see you. I thought if I was kneeling down, they wouldn't see me. So I kept getting caught. And
that
then
cornfield part was a motherfucker, though.
Yeah, it was really easy though once I realized like you kneel down, don't move, they won't see you. You then keep going.
I get past the first two, but then when the 2 intertwined, I kept fucking up.
Yeah, because if they see you at all, you're done, which sucks. But So like a lot of the gameplay is not great. Most of the gameplay is just you walking around really slowly, but then there are parts where you get chased and you're just really slow. So if the thing starts chasing you, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, and that was like, I'm not into those kind of games. Like, it freaks me out. So I'm
Yeah.
like, trying not to have a heart
Yeah.
attack, freaking out because that weird like computer monster's chasing you.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like that game is kind of a mixed bag. It's the really weird and interesting futuristic world with like it's like mixed together with new stuff and old technology, like kind of like the original Alien, where you get those really old ass looking computer monitors with really crazy futuristic stuff. It's kind of like the first Blade Runner 2, where Blade Runner is kind of like that too, where it's really old ass looking technology with some really futuristic stuff. So it's like an interesting mix. I don't know if they're gonna make another one of these games, but if they did, like, I don't even know how you'd make another one. But it was pretty interesting. The dude wasn't he an actor in Blade Runner?
Yeah. Rutger Hauer, he was the bad guy.
Yeah, he sounds super old.
He's stupid old, and I don't think he gives a
Yeah.
shit about this game.
No, so his the way he delivers his lines is pretty much the same for everything he
It
says.
feels like he's sleeping the whole time.
Yeah, but I don't know. It definitely was interesting and worth playing, but it's really got some weirdness to it that probably put a lot of people off.
A lot of weirdness.
Like I would have been okay with just wandering around talking because you barely interact with people. Most
You're
of
just
it's like,
looking at them through a television doorbell.
yeah, everybody's on lockdown, and some of the people like they have like this intercom system, and most of them will have like a actual video screen where you can see them.
And they're
But you
weird
can-
looking.
Yeah, you can usually only see like an eyeball or their nose or something. And sometimes you can't even really tell it's a person with how weird it looks. But yeah, most of it's just like interviewing people. There's like some weird people who there's like a VR type system where they're kind of just jacked in for years, months at a time.
Right.
So I went to this one guy who was he was freaking out, thinking that somebody captured him and locked him in a room. And he was talking about how he was like a boat captain, and he needed to get back to his crew. And it took like the observer guy was able to figure out like he was really just in VR for a long time.
Long time, yeah.
And lost his mind. He tried to tell him that, and he didn't believe me. So, or the observer. So he just pretty much just went away. That dude's just locked in his room, thinking he's a boat captain. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of weird, interesting stuff. But I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen with that game?
A lot of neat ideas in that game.
Yeah,
but
kind of low budget. But
definitely low budget. What else did you play?
I'm playing Yakuza. Basically one part of Yakuza, and that is the Cabaret Club stuff. I got to get my Cabaret Club up. It's like a tournament thing in this one. Like in Yakuza 0, there was no real like tournament stuff, but in this one they have it set up where there's like 4 tournaments that you can do. I think there was one like Paradise 1, Executive 1, and Millionaire, and I can't remember what the other one was. But basically recruit girls, listening to some really Japanese pop music, where they sing in some very
A lot of
awesome,
K-pop.
very, very good English, perfect English, I would say. I can't understand what they're saying. I have to look up the lyrics, but it's pretty good. The whole thing is good. Like you run the Cabaret Club, it's pretty much the same style as Yakuza, where you got like 3 minutes. You get some dudes to show up and pick the right girl for them, and then if the girl needs some help, you offer her some help. If you get enough of a good vibe going, you can put it in like a fever type mode where your dude comes in and just pops some champagne and just throws it all over the place, and then everybody starts throwing money around. It's pretty good. But and then ultimately, like your goal is like you get enough people, level them up enough, and then you compete against some rival Cabaret Club, and then whoever makes the most money wins that tournament, and you move to the next league. It's pretty addictive. Like I don't know, that is my favorite mini game in Yakuza by far. And I don't know if it was in some of the other ones, other than 0, because I know when they brought like 1, 2, and 3, maybe 4 over, they cut out a bunch of stuff because they didn't think it would go over very well in the US. So who knows if that stuff was in some of those or not. I'd have to look that up. And I think some of the stuff they cut was that other thing I was showing you guys where they were having me do a photo shoot. Which, oh man, I did all of those photo shoots.
I bet you did.
They were strange.
I bet you did.
First off, I'm the photographer taking shots of the person, and I had to pay money to do that. Like that doesn't make sense, right? Doesn't the photographer usually get paid?
Depends on how many shots you're getting or taking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. So each one that costs like for each of those like those outfits I sent you, there's like 5 or 6 of them, and the amount of money I had to pay kept going up. But yeah, I thought that was strange. It's like this guy came. I was just walking down the street, and this guy stops me, takes me into this area, and tells me that I can take photos of people from, and they're going to show up in some. I can't remember what he called it, but they're going to show up somewhere.
Some porno mag.
Oh, he didn't describe it like that, but
well, I'm just getting to it. Yeah.
But he made it sound like I was going to make money, but I was not making money. I was paying them money to take pictures.
You got scammed out of just seeing some titties. What you got?
Yeah, and like the stuff you can tell, like it's actually like the live action model, like FMV in front of you,
right?
Where I think it goes the same no matter what, as long as you don't fail. And you basically are trying to take 3 parts of a sentence and put it together and make an actual sentence. And it's usually something like where you're either responding to what she's doing or you're trying to tell her to do something. Some of them are really creepy stuff. Like one was like telling her to push her boobs together, like spread her slender legs.
Wow.
Yeah, it was some very weird, creepy stuff. And like you have only a certain amount of time to put these together. So once you start going down, like you pick your first path, and then that's pretty much dictates the rest of the sentence that you're going to put together. So if you pick something weird to start with, you just got to keep going, because if you pick something that doesn't make sense as a sentence, you fail, and then you might fail the photo shoot. So yeah, there's some pretty interesting,
some weird shit happening, basically.
Yeah, I thought it was weird in Yakuza 0 when they had that thing where he was basically watching porn videos, but they were like as soft core as you could get, like some girl bouncing on an inflated ball. Like that was it. And this, I feel like, is much stranger. So who knows? Who knows what other mini games there are? I think I found the weirdest one, but maybe there could be other ones too. But I mean, the whole game is kind of weird like that too. Like, and there's a bunch of sub stories. So in the Cabaret Club, there's a sub story about this one of your girls. Somebody was stealing panties from her, and Kiryu is trying to get to the bottom of it. And some of the like the incorrect responses are hilarious, and I would like to pick them just to see what the reaction is, but I don't, because I want to get the best result. So
you want to further the story.
But it turns out they are not stealing her panties. Her grandma was visiting. Yes. And they were stealing her grandma's
This game never ceases to amaze me. I wish I would have bought it. It was on sale for Best Buy like $30 the other day. Yeah. And I still had 6 and Kiwami regular to play. And I'm like, I should really just buy Kiwami 2 just to have it. And I haven't yet.
And like the interactions between Kiryu and this girl are great, because Kiryu keeps forgetting that it's the grandma's panties and keeps thinking it's her panties that are being stolen. And she can't figure out why he'd be thinking that. So eventually they try to track down the person stealing the panties, and the strategy. What
is it, Majima?
Oh no! But the strategy that they have, the girl comes up with a strategy, and she buys like what looks like children's panties, because it's just like it has like a bear on them. So she was trying to find the cutest one she could find. So they take it and just put it on some bench in public, and then go hide behind a corner. And this is their strategy for catching. Like anybody could stop by and pick those up.
Sure.
And like 4 or 5 people come by and pick them up. And you just have to keep telling her to wait, because she immediately thinks that's the person stealing them. You got to tell them to wait. And so finally some dude goes to pick them up. And of course he just like shoves them in his face. So then, somehow this turns out like this doesn't even have to be the person that could have stole her grandma's underwear. But apparently they caught the right person. And I can't remember what all happens to him. I know they like shame him or whatever, say something. I think you end up fighting him. That's pretty much what happens in everything. Kiryu ends up fighting somebody.
Sure.
So you just beat the crap out of him, and then she forgot to take those panties that she used as bait. So I had a choice of what I could do with them. Like I could keep them. I can't remember what the other choice is, but then there's another choice where it just like says like throw them. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna throw these. I thought he's gonna throw them into the trash because there's a water. There's like
okay.
I don't know if you'd call it a lake or whatever it is, or a river or something. But there's like some type of water in between these sections. So I thought he was just gonna chuck it in there, but instead, I don't know what he was doing. He just takes the panties and just throws them, and they're like I don't know if he was trying to hit her or with the panties to let her know she forgot her panties or what, but they don't hit her. And then she turns around because I don't know how she knew that I threw them. She
felt the panties in the wind.
Yeah, she turns around and starts walking back towards me and slips on the panties.
Yes.
And she claims like when she was going to put them out as a trap, she's like saying that she doesn't wear any like that. And then after she trips and falls, Kiryu was like, "Oh, so you do wear?" She was wearing a skirt. It's just weird, goofy stuff in that game all the time. Like it's got this weird, like it's borderline.
I feel like those games are very self-aware of how ridiculous they are.
Yeah, but it's got like the weird borderline, like creepy weirdo stuff in there. Like
yeah,
Japanese stuff. So like that was definitely like the weirdest side story that I did with the Cabaret Club, but yeah, like those are the Yakuza games.
Yep. Welcome to Yakuza. Here's your panties.
Yeah. I'm sure there's going to be some weirder. Well, I don't know. That might be the weirdest one. But I haven't finished all the Cabaret Club yet, and there's like 4 or 5 different like platinum girls, which are like the ones that you can actually go on dates with, and they're the main ones for the club. So who knows? Maybe those will get weirder. But the mini game part with them, where you're basically running the nightclub, is a ton of fun. Because you're just making all kinds of money, and money's flying everywhere. Champagne or whatever the hell they're drinking is flying everywhere. It's good stuff.
Got it.
That's pretty much all I played. I didn't advance the story at all.
Love me some Yakuza.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, that's not true. I did do one story mission, and the story mission I left off on is there's this. I think she's a cop or some type of cop detective who is in the same city as me or as Kiryu, and she wants Kiryu. I don't know. She's doing some type of like she's either overseeing him or whatever. But right now, the mission that she wants me to do, she wants me to go buy her some beer and buy her some underwear because apparently she forgot some underwear. So the game is super weird. Yeah,
very
super
hot.
weird. So Kiryu's on. He just recently, like, what made it weird is I just did a side story where I had to buy underwear for some guy who crapped himself and didn't want to come out of the bathroom because he crapped his pants. So I had to go to Don Quixote, which is the store,
Don Quixote,
and buy him some underwear. So now I got to buy her some underwear and some beer. That guy didn't want any beer for some reason.
The game is so weird in the best ways.
Yeah. So yeah, if you get a quest and it's near the bathroom, it's usually somebody who crapped themselves.
Shit themselves.
Yeah.
That's everything you've been playing?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna keep playing Yakuza. That game's pretty good.
Let's see. Where should we go first, Ralph?
You finished Gunman Clive.
I did. I finished Gunman Clive, and the last boss in that game was kind of difficult. I was surprised, to be honest with you. They don't really set you up for the different mechanics it throws at you with the like jumping into the wind, like landing properly through the platforming, and so that was a little more difficult. But finished that. That game, like I said, still looks really good. Still plays really well. I'm glad I bought it for cheap. I liked it quite a bit. I jumped right into Gunman Clive 2, but I was trying to play it. I was playing my Switch outside that day. And I was playing a bunch of Cuphead and getting really fucking pissed off at Cuphead. So I moved on to Gunman Clive. But Gunman Clive 2 starts like pitch black. And so I'm trying to see it in the bright ass sun. This is not going to work. So I'm trying to play that first level and it just wasn't working very well. So I need to get back to playing some more Gunman Clive 2, but it also looks equally as good as Gunman Clive 1.
Does it look exactly the same almost?
Again, just night and day is what it looks like to me so far. Just like it's set in the nighttime versus Gunman Clive 1 is all white background versus this is a black background. So
Yeah, I need to play through them again sometime.
it's a good time. Real short plays.
Yeah.
Where else you want to go?
MLB The Show.
Yeah,
18.
we talked about that last week. I just picked it up from Target. The only part about this is that I wanted to share was the story that it took me to get this fucking game, which is this. It was on sale at Target for $40, which I felt I wanted to play this game. I haven't bought an MLB game in a while. $20 off, that's a pretty good deal. So went to Walmart, here in Newton, you have a Walmart or a GameStop, and I know GameStop doesn't do fucking price matches because whatever. So like, Walmart, I'm pretty sure price matches everything too. So I go in, Walmart has all their games, which I don't know if you guys have noticed this. They have all their games like at $49.94.
I'd heard they'd marked a lot of them down.
Almost every game in the case is $49.94, which is really weird to me, but I don't know if that's a permanent thing or what. But so I'm like, okay. $10 more off. So I asked the guy if he can price match, and he's like, oh no, only if it's on Walmart.com. Okay. So go to Walmart.com. It's $49.94 there also. But the Walmart.com says if you price match through Walmart.com through Target, you'll get the price match. I'm like, so I asked this guy, I'm like, so basically what you're telling me is you can't price match it in the store, but if I buy it online, set it for store pickup, that I can get the price match that I could do right here in the store the same fucking way. Like if I go through the website, I can get it, but you can't just do it right here. And he's like, yep, guess so. Just being a super fucking asshole about it. And it just didn't make any sense to me that I'm literally getting the price match, but I have to order it through .com. Like what? It made no sense to me. So I got on Walmart.com to be a spiteful asshole, sat at Walmart waiting to fucking do this. Get to somebody, I'm like, okay, yep, want this, and she's like, great, I can help you out, no problem. I'll get it shipped to the store. It'll be ready for you in a couple of days. And I'm like, oh, what? I'm like, no, I want it set for pickup right fucking now. I'm in the store. Oh no, we have to manage different inventory, so I can't do that.
What the hell?
I'm standing right in front of the game. Yep, can't help you. Well, I guess if I wanted it shipped to somewhere, I'd just get it shipped to my fucking house through Target. Thanks anyway. Piss off. So I just ended up ordering it through fucking Target and wasting an hour of my life at a Walmart. Oh, so fucking pissed. I hate having to go to Walmart to buy anything.
Yeah,
it sucks.
There's other ways.
It sucks. But I did pick up the show. It is really, really good. I started my road to the show. I just got called up. I got drafted by the Chicago White Sox as a third baseman. They just transferred me to playing second base, and I got called up to AAA ball after I think I was playing in AA ball for like 3 months.
Is your name the Big Hurt?
No, it's just Derek. It's Derek Vance.
I'm not. Is Tim Tebow in there?
I didn't look for Tebow. I should have, but it downloads the rosters and it is like legit people apparently. So
AA or
I think he was playing AA.
Yeah, I didn't know where he was.
I wonder how much money he's making.
It gotta be making good enough between that and the fucking SEC network.
Normally, you don't get to like the 100,000 mark until you're like AAA.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'd take $100 a year.
Unless I don't know, unless you have like some contract already where you're getting paid a lot, and then they just want to try you out in one of those other.
In AA ball, I think I'd hit 40 RBIs and 3 home runs, and I was batting like 400. So they called me up as a second baseman to AAA, where I am currently batting 200 with 2 RBIs in about 3 weeks of the season. So
how many stolen bases?
I'm in a pretty bad slump. I had stolen 2 bases in AAA or in AA, and I've stolen no bases in AA or AAA.
Is it hard?
It's very hard. Yes, it's very hard.
Are you like fast at all? Or no?
I don't think that I'm fast, but I definitely know how to play the game enough to get like a very good like lead. And then if I'm gonna run, I just fucking book it and go for it. So it's not crazy hard, but you also get like days off where you can do different activities. You can get your speed up, and you can do yoga and things like that to get your attributes up versus just playing the game. So
yoga party.
It is a yoga party. Yep, there's a lot of that, but it's been good so far. And then what are you doing? Whatever you're doing is annoying.
She's hiding behind you.
Night. No, you stay up there. Love you.
Night,
I'm not-
Hadley Rose.
Night.
Redley
boy-
Hose.
The boys say night, Hadley Rose. She's gone. Okay, but the kids are here, so I can. Hey! Don't care. The kids are here to be annoying and say goodnight. So let's do this fast.
Good night.
Apparently, they're here to make faces at you.
Okay, say hello and say goodnight.
Hello, goodbye.
Not rar.
She's-
They played Mario Party earlier and then started fighting about it. So we switched over to playing Yoshi, playing 2-player Yoshi.
How do you fight about Mario Party? Like the character you are? Or-
No, I don't know what they were fighting about. I just was not paying much attention at that time. I think they were more fighting about not wanting to stop playing Mario Party, which Jolene wanted to do. Olivia still wanted to play it. And so Jolene wanted to play Yoshi, so I put in Yoshi for them to try, which, they're still not, they don't play a lot of games. They haven't played a lot of console games. So the idea of having to learn what buttons do what and then having to do that multiple times is still not in their brains. So having to like jump and press jump again or press and hold and then using the tongue, they couldn't do it. So they were fighting apparently while I was gone grabbing dinner. And so they had to get it shut off.
No, busted.
Letting me go somewhere to knock something down and get the thing, and we only found the one thing.
For the train?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They're on the first level trying to put together the train. You only found the one of the 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Not the
put it on-
gator train.
I put it on casual also just to try to make it a little easier for him, which I don't know what that really does, but
it didn't
I thought that game already started off on casual.
it's pretty easy.
we couldn't even go anywhere else, but
We got to finish that one level first.
Got to keep going forward.
we were looking all around.
Yeah, we didn't look hard enough because it's
You want
there.
to go left, but you gotta go right.
Yeah. you guys
I found one by the tree, but
You guys were French frying when you should have pizza.
Got to do the French fry. All right, say goodnight. Yeah.
Take a long good night.
Oh, whoa, that was a different version of the dance.
What? Whoa.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get down with
Much
that
better.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, get
Good
off.
night, everyone.
Go.
Have a
You
bountiful
should show
evening.
them the Dirty Bird, see if it looks familiar to them.
Oh, you hit my
They
microphone.
love Jamal Anderson.
That is huge.
Yep, that's the old bed. We got a new bed. Thank God.
Wow. It's almost
Certainly. Okay, say hello. Good night.
Hi, good night.
Are you gonna?
That was quick. She's got some
Pound it.
gestures too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't match that gesture game. Gesture,
No,
not
she's
gesture.
high fiving.
Okay.
High fiving.
Love you.
Later.
Good night. Make sure you
Have a
shut the door.
great time.
Sleep
Shut the
well.
door. Don't let it hit in the ass. Hit you on the ass or in
Um,
the ass. What?
MLB The Show. Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't played any other modes other than that yet. They have that. Yeah, sure. Brody, go. Go. Jesus Christ. That
How bad are the Royals in that game? Are they better?
I haven't played the Royals yet. I have played the Mississippi Braves, and they beat our ass 3 games. So, the hard part about that game is you don't really get a good rhythm swinging the bat. I feel like I'm always either too late or too early. I haven't really found my stroke quite yet, but
Your Tiger Woods stroke? Or,
yeah, I haven't found my masterful stroke yet. But I want to check out that Hunt for October, which apparently is just different moments throughout the season. You don't play a whole season, but just moments throughout the actual year itself that you have to come and clutch through, which seems kind of cool. They also do the moments those wrestling games for a while. We're doing hey, recreate this moment or that moment. They do that with a bunch of MLB stuff as well, where you have to hit. They do it for throughout the season too. 2 weeks ago, apparently, Brett Gardner hit a grand slam for the Yankees against the Red Sox to beat the Red Sox, and so they put you in that situation for you to hit a grand slam. It's pretty cool the how quickly they can create that.
They put you in a situation where they want you to hit a grand slam.
Yeah,
So can you bunt?
yeah, you can.
Will you fail?
Yeah, you fail it.
I mean, could you get inside the park home run though on that bun?
That'd be
Great. Does that count as a grand slam?
I might. I don't know. I had my first grand slam in Double-A before I got called up. I think before I got called up, I didn't even do a power swing. I just did a contact swing and fucking crushed a 407-foot home run. I was pretty pumped.
Nice.
Can you like bat flip or celebrate at all after?
You can choose different celebrations when you hit a home run, and what you do is you trot around and stuff like that. So it's pretty. You can customize quite a bit.
Can you do the Sosa thing or no?
I don't remember what the Sosa.
Whatever he does with his hands.
Oh.
Does a bunch of stuff with his hands. And then,
I mean, almost everybody in the major leagues does the cross with the lips, point to the sky thing.
Sosa used to like do a bunch of weird crap back and forth. I can't remember what all it was.
It was steroids, but
he's taking some steroids right after he hit a home run. Yeah,
Yeah, that's when they're the best.
Yeah, right in front of us all.
Hold on,
That's really good.
stick this needle in my butt real quick. That's what he's doing.
MLB 19, good game. If you won't have a desire to play some baseball, it's a fun time. Borderlands 2, I think is the last thing I've got on there, right, Ralph?
Yep.
I saw, I told you I got that price match last week from my Borderlands 1 purchase. Played a little bit more of that, playing single player, and then I fired up. I spent that $7 I got on the Handsome Collection digitally, because when I went to go buy it at GameStop, it was Monday, and their ad quit, and so it was full price, and I was like, no, I'm good. So I just bought it on PlayStation for $15. Or whatever it was, less than $7, $8. Fuck it. For $38, I got 3 full games with all the DLC. I was like, that's not a bad deal. So I downloaded that UHD texture pack. I've yet to check that out. It was like 15 fucking gigs for that 4K texture pack for the Anthem collection.
I thought about doing that too, but I already finished all those.
So I fired up Borderlands 2. I played like the first maybe hour of it, just where you're with Claptrap and trying to get to that ship, and you have that first boss battle. And then I guess you fight 2 bosses, the ones on the small ship, and then Flint up top. And then you go to the next area. So got through that. I mean, that game still plays really good. I think it probably plays, it does play better than Borderlands 1, but I still prefer Borderlands 1 to Borderlands 2. But I will be trying to get through both of those. I don't think I'll play the pre-sequel because I didn't really like it, but we'll see. There's so much DLC in Borderlands 2. I had forgotten how much there is.
You should play the Dungeons and Dragons style one. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I was told. I'm going to check it all out. Like I said, I bought it back on the PS3 forever ago. Like, my shift codes are still on there from 2013 or 2012 when I played it originally, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, that game still plays real good. I still enjoy Borderlands as a whole, so there's that. I will give you a Borderlands update as I continue to progress through those games.
We can't wait.
I can barely stand it. That's, I think, everything that I've been playing. Why don't we...
They have to pull the voice actor for Claptrap, or no?
Yeah, they pulled everybody. Yep. Once Pitchford did his business. Why don't we move towards the end of the show? And Ralphius, is it time to surmise some scores?
It is. Welcome to the Surmise the Score segment of the show called Surmise the Score, where we try to guess scores, meta scores for games that aren't out yet, as in Metacritic scores. Last time we surmised quite a few things, and only one of them are available with a Metascore. That game is Puyo Puyo Champions.
Oh, day one buy for me.
Yeah, definitely. 75 out of 100 is what the Switch version has. This is the one with a Metascore. The rest did not have one yet. So coming in very last with a guess of 81 was Ralph.
Oh, that was going to be me.
Coming in extremely second with a guess of 79 was Ryan.
Oh,
no.
my God. I'm on a hot streak. Don't call it a comeback.
I'm almost nailing it with a guess of 74 was Derek.
Oh.
This game has like the minimum number of reviews to get a score too.
Yeah, it does. At 4. Yeah. It could change. Subject to change.
As long as it's there.
Yeah, it is definitely there.
Derek, you have won the right to remove
Hello.
a game from the top
Oh.
10, top 100, 10, 100, and 1,000 worst games of all time list.
Let's see.
No farts.
Pardon me. Let's.
A lot of good options left.
Yeah, my good options are not your good options. I'm going to take off because I don't think I'm going to take off Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero.
Okay. I was doing a deep dive on some old Mortal Kombat reviews on GameSpot just for the hell of it, see what they gave them.
Did Jeff tank any of them?
Jeff, yeah, he did, but he reviewed Mythologies and he gave it like a 7.5.
Jeff, you want to talk about an apologist? He is a fucking Mortal Kombat apologist.
I mean, I've never played Mythologies. I would like to pick it up for cheap, but it's kind of went up a little bit.
I remember playing on the 64 and just not really having a great time.
I mean, was there an Angry Video Game Nerd episode about that?
I don't know. Did you see his Pepsi Man one that just came out?
No, but Pepsi Man's a classic.
Yeah.
Pepsi Man.
He talks about a bunch of other games too that I'd actually wish he would have reviewed as well, but he just does Pepsi Man. It's
I've got
just
that.
a runner game.
Yeah, Japanese PlayStation.
Angry Video Game Nerd, he did do it. Sub-Zero one. December 2015.
Yeah.
Was it like a story-based game or whatever? Because I heard that one's the awful one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a side scroller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lost my train of thought.
That bad game. That's off the list though. It's not the worst game.
Talking about Jeff doing Mortal Kombat reviews on GameSpot.
Yeah. No, I don't know. There was a lot of them. It was interesting to see.
Did he review all of them, or were some of the other people on GameSpot at the time?
It seemed like he did most of them. I think it's weird. Like, I don't, obviously at the time, I don't know, but like Mortal Kombat 4, like the PlayStation 1 version got a lot better score than the N64 version did. By like almost double, if I remember right. Like, just weird.
Like full motion video at all in that, or
I don't know. I think I only played that game in the arcade, unless I rented it once. I don't know.
They probably said the sound wasn't as good in the N64 version, I would guess.
Probably. The controller probably wasn't great for that. I don't know. All them C buttons. Who the fuck knows how to use them?
Yeah.
Well, we still don't have many Metascores for Saints Row the Third on the Switch. Shakedown Hawaii, Extreme Club Racing, or Rage 2.
Yeah, I think Bethesda has the thing where it's like the day it comes out, or is it the day before it comes out for reviews?
It's like a year after it comes out, I think.
It's the perfect time.
Yeah. But we can surmise the score. I only have one. I don't know. We're looking kind of thin here.
It's a thin year.
It kind of seems like it. Okay. A game I have pre-ordered.
Mario Maker 2. Oh. That's
me and Ryan talked about on our duo cast.
Yeah.
Well, where Derek got in at the end.
Team
Sonic Racing.
Oh man.
I remember you talking about this because this is the one that you wanted to pick up because you didn't want to pick up both this and Crash Team Racing at the same time, even though they're like months apart, don't they?
They're like 1 month apart. I mean, I don't know.
Long enough.
I'm gonna wait on one of them to get cheaper. So
yeah, I'm guessing they're going to put Crash Team Racing out at 60, or did they say it was going to be cheaper?
It's on. Sonic's 40, but I got it for 30. I thought.
Or was it 40 for Crash Team Racing?
Let me do some investigating.
Crash Team Racing, $40. $40.
Okay, that makes more sense.
$40. Even on the Switch, $40.
Still, yeah. I bet my brother's kids would like it, so I kind of want to buy it. But I don't know if I want to pay $40 for it.
You can pay more because
there's the Oxide edition.
GameStop's stupid.
The Nitrous Oxide edition for $60.
Yeah, you get that one.
What happened? Was that come with?
Kingdom Nos. Just the energy drink, though, not really.
Yeah. Comes with regret.
Comes with
I
a
think.
copy of the first Fast and Furious.
Right.
Not
When
the
you're
first
here, you're
Crash Team
family.
Racing, though. That's right. Teams. Did you just quote Olive Garden?
In Vin Diesel voice, yeah.
Okay, that's
Isn't that what he
appropriate.
says? Isn't that what he says in all the Final Fantasy or Final?
He doesn't. He doesn't do any advertisement for that though. For him,
Oh.
it's Corona.
Fast
Right?
and Furious movies. When you hear your family.
I wish he was in the Final Fantasy movies.
I wish he played Snow in the Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, no, that was Troy Baker.
I know. I know who it was.
Should have Vin Diesel should just mouth off his lines and have Troy Baker voice him.
That'd be pretty good. Did we talk
I'd
about
watch
did
that.
we talk about John Cena probably replacing The Rock?
Yeah, somebody
The
mentioned
Rock's
that.
Not gonna be in it.
Right. And now they're talking about John Cena being like the guy that comes in instead of The Rock.
I think
Yeah.
you talked about that last week.
So too.
Yeah, because I remember talking about how The Rock was too busy with Jumanji.
Yep.
Yeah. Team Sonic Racing. I'll go first since I'm
Please.
the expert here at Team Sonic Racing.
Mhm.
That I'll get very wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a 73. Derek.
Ooh. Man. I'm gonna go with a 7D.
70s.
Yep. 7D's nuts.
Ryan.
I'll do 74.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna fuck you. I thought about it and I couldn't do it.
Can't be worse than 70, right?
Good.
It sure could.
Is he gonna go after Vin Diesel's sister in that game, or
When you
Yes,
hear
sir.
your family.
is it?
Become his family. Yep. Fuck his
Yeah,
family.
yeah. Well, I mean that's what Paul Walker did, right?
Before he died. Too soon.
Oh man.
He did. That's what he did in the first movie, right?
Yeah, you right? He did. You know he did.
Oh, it's all investigating him and banging his sister. You know,
I know.
that's how it works.
I've seen that movie.
Unethical.
He bought whatever that tuna sandwich was or something. Yeah,
No one likes the tuna here.
yeah.
You hear your family.
But he's going after the other tuna, right?
Oh no.
You like
Oh,
a
no.
steak?
Too soon.
Super salad.
Doesn't one of their members die in that first one?
Unlimited breadsticks. Did you ever say that?
Yeah. Gotta get you a glass of wine.
Oh, he's Corona, dude. He's not. Even if it's Olive Garden, he's giving you Corona.
Yeah,
Never ending pasta bowl. Did you say that one yet?
it's good.
Diesel. That's a very Italian last name. Yeah.
When you hear you're Italian.
Toretto in that. Is that what he is?
Right now it's the Toretto special.
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
the girl's name?
Free.
Yeah, what was his sister's name?
Mia.
Mia
Mia.
Toretto. That's what she was. Oh, yeah.
Mia Toretto.
Yep.
Okay.
She did. That's all I got for us to surmise. Sorry about that.
Did they ever go into it more about him beating up some dude with a wrench? Because that was the big thing in the first movie.
Right.
I think they forgave it because when you hear your family.
Yeah.
You get a lot of mileage out of that joke.
Olive Garden basically is the law. So yeah, if they forgive you, then
It's so I don't know why it's so stupid, but it's so stupid. It's so good.
Just like Olive Garden.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, you can't go somewhere and get never-ending pasta bowls served to you by Vin Diesel without him telling you, "Yeah, your family."
go to the knockoff or the cheaper version. You can go to Zola.
Served by Vin Diesel in Olive Garden, but instead of him actually talking, he just did the "I am Groot" thing the whole time. So he's taking your order and he's just
Depends on how he's served.
saying "I am Groot" the entire time.
Is Scott served him dancing in front of you, or
Like you're telling him, "Hey, man, I want the scalabrini and I want the pasta bowl."
Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah.
NBA great.
He's just telling you, "I am Groot. I am Groot," just the whole time.
Sounds delicious.
yeah.
He
I mean, how
was
did
always-
you know he got your order right?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I am Groot, and I am Groot.
Like, let me see what you got written on a piece of paper.
He just wrote, I am Groot. Oh, fuck. All right.
It's Groot. How much money is that?
It's got to be a lot of dollars. Well, I mean, it should be free, though, because, when you're here, you're. Oh, fuck.
Or is that spoilers?
What's that?
Was he in Endgame?
I mean, everybody's in Endgame. It's not a spoiler. Everyone's there.
Yeah, well, it can't be everybody. There's got to be.
It's definitely everybody.
It can't be Marvel. There's got to be Marvel characters that are not in that movie.
Well, I mean, everyone that you've seen in Endgame, or I'm sorry, in Infinity War, they're there somehow, some way.
Is Moon Knight in it?
No,
He's my favorite Marvel character.
Yep. Be really nice.
I've got Moon Knight issue 1. Came out in the 80s. Not worth that much money.
I don't have that. What's our plan for next week, gentlemen? What Ryan, you said you're gonna be playing some more Yakuza.
Yeah, maybe Rage if I get bored.
Comes out a week from tomorrow, right?
Rage
Tuesday,
I think. Tuesday.
Or does it come out Tuesday?
So on 14th, I think.
Yeah.
It's been $60 on Tuesday. Shit. Okay.
You don't have to. You get it at Walmart for $50, maybe.
Maybe. Probably not, though.
I mean, there's an Olive Garden deal. You get some breadsticks.
Limited breadsticks, though.
I like the only of the most limited breadsticks, please. Limit me to at least 2. Ralph, what about you? What are you gonna be playing?
I might pick up Rage, but I don't know yet.
The original Rage or Rage?
Yeah, I've already got that. Thankfully.
I would like to see reviews. I'm surprised we haven't yet. That makes me a little nervous.
But Bethesda won't let them do it until the day it comes out or the day before one.
Bethesda's stupid and does that shit now.
Yeah.
Hey, just wait till the day after. Or
I
whatever.
watched some more gameplay footage. That game still looks really
pink.
Really good.
Is there a lot of pink in the
It's a lot of Doom is what it was.
Doom and gloom and pink.
A lot of paint.
Paint? Pink.
No, pink. Sorry, a piece of ice in my mouth. A lot of pink.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll keep playing more Mortal Kombat.
Finish that story.
Yeah.
Finish that story. Oh, the motherfucker. This lady's over here throwing my pillows around on my goddamn new bed. I don't know what she's doing over here, this woman. I gotta go take care of business now.
Do you know who this lady is?
Yeah, she walked into my house, tried to sell me meat. Now she's laying on my bed.
And then you gotta take care of business by fucking her? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're getting at?
I gotta go take care of her. She's family.
He's gotta go take her to Olive Garden.
When you're here.
No.
Does Beard have an Olive Garden?
Don't fuck your family.
That's gonna do it for this week's edition of Level Up Show podcast. Until next time, don't fuck your family. For Ryan, for Ralph, I'm Derek. Level up.
Apparently,